The Dark Castle might seem as an ordinary episode with some time travel context and different transformations, but it actually contains very important messages about the future of the show. If you're ready, let's talk about them. 1. Aglaé is probably Cerise. Let's start with Aglaé, because at this point, the theory that she could actually be Cerise isn't absurd anymore. Her actions are becoming more and more suspicious with every episode, and in the Dark Castle, she acts in a way that perfectly lines up with Cerise's behavior later on. When the group starts talking about Alex being the holder of the rabbit Miraculous, Aglaé makes a strange comment. She wonders what would happen if Ladybug never succeeds. The way she says it sounds like she's trying to make everyone doubt Ladybug, pushing a negative mindset into the group. At first, it might sound like an innocent comment, but her tone and timing make it different. It comes right when everyone is celebrating Alex's importance and trusting Ladybug's decision. By dropping such a negative thought in a positive moment, Aglaé is doing something very specific. She's planting doubt. This is psychological manipulation at its simplest level, one of Cerise's strongest weapons. If Aglaé truly is Cerise in disguise, her goal isn't to attack directly, but to slowly shape the way people think. Making others question Ladybug's success makes them emotionally weaker, more fearful, and less likely to defend her if something ever happens. It's the same method Lila Rossi once used back in the early seasons, creating cracks in Ladybug's reputation through small comments disguised as concern. So Aglaé's "What if Ladybug never succeeds?" is beyond the negativity. Then comes the scene at Alex's birthday party. Everyone is happy, relaxed, and focusing on Alex. But Aglaé suddenly changes the mood by bringing up Marinette's absence. Alia tries to cover it up, saying Marinette is sick, but Aglaé doesn't seem convinced. This moment is crucial. If she's truly Cerise, this is a data-gathering opportunity. Marinette's absence during Ladybug's battles is one of the biggest clues Cerise could use. She's seen it before, and she's testing it again. Then, something even more suspicious happens. Just before everyone eats the cake, Aglaé quietly leaves and never returns. She's gone from the scene completely, and she doesn't even appear in the end card. That's not random. Around that exact time, the akumatization happens. If Aglaé truly is Cerise, that's the perfect cover. She disappears just in time, and the akumatization happens, and watches from the shadows how Ladybug appears while Marinette is not there. It's a test of timing and behavior. Later in Cerise's lair, we see Cerise mentioning that Marinette was missing during the attack and saying she'll test her again and again because she suspects that Marinette could be Ladybug. Everything fits perfectly. It's almost like the events at the party were part of an experiment Cerise herself set up. Aglaé's kind and nervous personality might just be a mask. The perfect disguise to spy on Marinette and observe everyone up close without anyone questioning her. She always pretends to be a bit naive and even afraid of butterflies, which makes her seem harmless, but that could all be part of the act. Cerise is manipulative and patient. She loves to play the long game. If Aglaé truly is Cerise, then every word, every disappearance, and every coincidental moment could have been carefully planned. It's easy to imagine how Cerise could continue testing Marinette in the future. She could create situations where Marinette is forced to be present, like school events or family gatherings, and then trigger akumatizations at those exact moments to see whether Ladybug appears. She could test Marinette's reactions whenever Adrienne is in danger, or make Aglaé mention Ladybug in casual conversations just to watch her micro-expressions. Cerise is too smart to attack directly. She prefers patterns, evidence, and slow psychological traps. She'll keep collecting clues until the proof is undeniable. Now let's move to one of the most exciting parts of the episode.
No, we're not. Marinette's missing. Where is she?
2. Ladybug's new looks. The Dark Castle gave us 2 brand new forms, Bunnybug and Bunnynette. To let Alex enjoy her birthday with her friends, Marinette combines the rabbit and Ladybug Miraculouses, creating the form known as Bunnybug. Her outfit in this form looks futuristic and dynamic, with a white base covered in blue, black, and red dotted patterns. The rabbit ears and the blue mask make it stand out from any other form we've seen so far. It's a perfect visual mix of both Miraculouses, and it's elegant but powerful. Of course, that's not all. Later in the episode, when Marinette is still inside the burrow and the akumatization happens, she decides to trust herself from the future, the Marinette from that same night, and gives her the Rabbit Miraculous while she keeps the Ladybug one for herself. That's how Bunnynette is created. This form is lighter in color, mostly blue and white with black details, and it focuses more on time travel abilities rather than combat. Compared to her normal Ladybug form, which is bold and red with black spots, these new versions give her a completely different energy. However, there is something that I need to confess. It is that the whole plan was extremely risky. Playing with time always creates unpredictable consequences. A small mistake could lead to a butterfly effect that changes everything. But still, Marinette manages to handle the situation perfectly, showing once again how much she has grown as both a guardian and a hero. Speaking of growth, there's an interesting detail at the end of the episode that connects directly to Mr. Agreste. When Marinette talks about how hard it is for Alex to stay away from her friends and family as the rabbit holder, Alex jokingly offers to switch Miraculouses, saying that Marinette should keep the rabbit and give her the Ladybug. At first it just feels like a light moment. But if you remember, Luca once said the exact same thing in Mr. Agreste, but not as a joke. He offered to take Marinette's place as Ladybug so she could live a normal life again. These two moments mirror each other perfectly. One is playful, one is serious, but the meaning behind them is the same. Someone else taking Ladybug's responsibility to give Marinette a break. And in Miraculous Ladybug, nothing ever happens by coincidence. This parallel might be hinting that in a future episode, someone will once again offer to take the Ladybug Miraculous, or even demand it, at Marinette's lowest point. Maybe it'll happen when she's completely overwhelmed, when Cerise gets too close, or when she starts questioning whether she deserves to continue being Ladybug.
In exchange, you give me the Ladybug. Huh? But I'm Ladybug.
3. Cerise suspects the things. Finally, let's talk about Cerise, because in this episode, her understanding of Ladybug's identity grows deeper than ever. During Alex's birthday scene, when Marinette is missing and everyone mentions her name, Cerise immediately takes note. She already knows that Alex had to give the Rabbit Miraculous to someone else in order to attend her party, and at the same time, Ladybug and Cat Noir are fighting outside. For someone as calculating as Cerise, that's too much of a coincidence. She knows that Marinette is always gone when Ladybug appears, and now she has both context and motive to investigate. At the end of the episode, when she says she'll test Marinette again and again, it's not just a threat but a plan. As I already said, Cerise doesn't rush, she studies. She'll create situations to test Marinette's absences, manipulate schedules, and build traps that force Marinette into impossible choices. She'll notice every repeated pattern, every detail, and every lie. Cerise's true power isn't strength, it's patience. She will wait for the perfect opportunity to expose the truth when Marinette least expects it. So, the Dark Castle might look like a fun time travel episode about friendship and birthdays, but underneath the surface, it sets up some of the biggest turning points for the future of the series. Aglaé's strange behavior could be the start of Cerise's infiltration. Marinette's use of the Miraculouses could create new risks in the timeline. The visual and emotional parallels to Mr. Agreste could be foreshadowing a moment when someone demands the Ladybug Miraculous in her darkest hour. And most importantly, Cerise is now closer than ever to connecting the dots between Marinette and Ladybug. What do you guys think? Is Aglaé truly Cerise in disguise? Do you think someone will try to take Marinette's Miraculous when she's at her weakest? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you like Miraculous videos, please don't forget to subscribe and like the video too.